James, you're a scam artist. James, you're a snake oil salesman. James, you should be ashamed of yourself. These are some of the comments that I get on a number of my social media posts. Sometimes people actually email me directly and choose to use vile language. Some of them are hilarious. So I'm going to read out some of the messages that I get on this episode in the hope that you find many of them funny, some of them distressing, possibly. Some of them you might be shocked. And I've kind of debated back and forth how to present this, because I don't want to just present this as something funny, because, you know, it's the people who are sending these messages sorry, let me start again. Many of the people who are sending these messages, at least my impression is that they're really hurting. Some of them. Some of them are just plain hilarious, I have to say. I'm just laughing because I can't wait to share these with you. And some of them, even though they're messaging and they're funny, maybe behind the funny curtain is someone who's in a lot of pain. So I'm going to break these up I'm going to do my best to break reading these up into sections, which is those I find hilarious and funny, and I hope that you do too. And then some of them which, you know, when I read them, I'm like, wow, this person's really, really hurting. So I want to kind of try and walk that fine line between not trying to make fun of people, but rather just make fun or have a laugh and a giggle about some of the messages that I receive. And also it might just be eye-opening for you to experience what it's like to be somewhat of I don't know if public figure is the right word, but when you put yourself out there and you have a belief, and my belief is alcohol is poison and it's hurting people, and being alcohol-free is amazing and it can really help you. When you put that belief out there and you have a podcast and you have an Instagram page and a TikTok page and you do paid advertising on Facebook, you open yourself up to criticism. And that's fine. And I can tell you, you know, probably 13 years ago when I first posted something and I got criticized, I was depressed for about 3 or 4 days. I was walking around New York City, I remember at the time, on the Lower East Side, and just thinking, oh, I can't believe that people are just criticizing me and smashing me over this. And my friend said to me, James, there's always going to be people who love you and people who hate you. And if you're going to make great impact in the world, you just got to put yourself out there and let the criticism just slide by. Or at least not let it affect you to the point where you don't continue taking action. Now, candidly, some of the criticism has hurt over the years, but I've done a much better job over the years of just letting it go. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to leave the funniest one, what I think is the funniest one, till last. So if you can be patient and listen to some of these other ones first and wait till the end, I'll share with you a message that I got from someone which I still laugh about every time I read it. I think it's so genius. Anyway, here we go. Let's start with some tame ones, shall we? So these comments are from either an Instagram comment, TikTok comment, or emailed to me. What do we see here? Okay, someone's commented here. Hangovers are romantic and awesome. Breakfast food, lying in bed, or needing to ramp up your energy to perform at a job. Weak cowards complain about hangovers. Men enjoy them and love them. This other person says, wait, the logo on his book looks like a vagina. I don't actually know what they're referring to. I have to say that is bizarre. This person's attempted humor was, my granny always told me that the older we get is the wiser we become. So if the same logic goes for my brain, I need to, never mind, I am not helping the message. That was an attempt at humor, which probably fell flat a little bit. This person says, drinking affects your decision making. You may be right. I can't decide. This person decided to have a go at my physical appearance. Says, so you lose your hair without alcohol. I thought that was quite actually inventive. That was quite creative. Well done. Too drunk to read your message, mate. Another person tagged a friend of theirs and said, this guy is trying to ruin our lives, Kevin. Aggressive comments, some more aggressive ones. I call BS. These are not facts. You're a loser. Another one. This guy is an idiot who just wants to scare you. Another person. It is entirely possible to be moderate about drinking. One does not have to be a sober recovery Nazi like this guy. Another one says, brace yourself for the recovery Nazis. Another person says, sucks to be you. Alcohol makes me feel amazing. This person says, report this ad as false advertisement. He lying out his guns, going on a month, and everyone is complaining on how. Excuse me, I'm going to swear here. I'm going to use foul language. So if you've got kids listening, just block their ears. Report this ad. False advertisement. He lying out his guns, going on a month, and everyone is complaining on how fucking grumping I've become. I think this person meant grumpy rather than grumping, but this guy preaching gloom and doom. If you're dumb enough to pay him, and by the way, they've spelled your Y-O-U-R instead of Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. This guy preaching gloom and doom. If you're dumb enough to pay him, he's a clown. Actually wants to know your yearly income only because his heart's in the right place. This person's making reference to the fact that when you apply to be part of Project 90, one of our clarifying questions is how much income do you generate? So many spelling mistakes and poor grammar in so many of these comments. Stop telling people what to do and scamming money from them. Yeah, well, this is actually quite funny. Yeah, well, congratulations, Boy Scout. Did you get your self-righteous merit badge when you made this? Oh, I don't know why that makes me laugh so much, but it does. I'm a Boy Scout with my self-righteous merit badge. This person didn't like that I posted a video of President Donald Trump talking about how his brother, who died from alcohol-related matters, told Trump not to drink, and he took the advice and claims that he's never drunk alcohol. And I reposted this video of President Trump saying this. And this person said in a comment, I still haven't got over the Trump post. Seriously, tell me you're a scam without telling me you are a scam. It's interesting with politics, US politics. I actually had we had a client about 2.5 years ago, and she invested her money and she was going through the process. She was a little bit disruptive. She was a little bit, disruptive. That's the word I've got to say. Anyway, I did a video where I was outlining presidents who hadn't drunk, and I said, President Trump says that he's never drunk alcohol and because of his brother, etc. And irrespective of what your political beliefs are, he's obviously done well in life in part because he's had clarity and focus and energy from not drinking alcohol. I said something like that, words to the effect. Wow, this client absolutely lost her mind and said, I cannot believe you said anything positive about that disgusting man. I was just shocked when I heard you say that. I demand a refund. If I knew that you were the type of person that would say anything remotely positive about that disgusting man, I never would have enrolled with you and blah, 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 blah. That was interesting. And as I tried to explain to her without much success, I wasn't making any political statement. I wasn't supporting. I wasn't dismissing. I was just merely sharing that President Biden stopped drinking. George W. Bush stopped drinking. President Trump claims he's never had a drink. I was merely sharing those facts. But wow, it's amazing. And this is not just a Trump thing. This is any political thing. People get so riled up and sensitive about this, and I get accused of being political simply by reposting videos from politicians who are talking about them not drinking. But anyway, let's move on. This person says, actually, by the way, again, just cover your ears because I'm going to use profanity here. This person says, fuck off and don't tell me what to do, asshole. So that was very pleasant. Another person says, loser guy damning folks. Alcohol is greatest pleasure ever. All right, let's go into some AA defenders. So I do some posts where I talk about studies that have shown that AA's actual success rate is about 7%. If you Google AA actual success rate, you'll find lots of studies on this. So I share this. I kind of communicate this statistic. And a lot of time I'm just literally stating the facts, like stating the data. And then sometimes I have an opinion on why I think the data is that. But most of the time I'm just saying, here's the actual success rate according to these studies. Despite just doing that, just presenting the study results, I open myself up to lots of AA defenders who criticize me and have a go at me. Here are some of them. AA is a lot more than not drinking. It's a lifestyle, and it's not a capitalistic gimmick designed to profit off of addiction. This person is clearly claiming that I am a capitalistic pig trying to profit off people's addiction. This other person says, Alcoholics Anonymous is a miracle program, point blank, period. And one thing you will never see Alcoholics Anonymous do is badmouth another organization or entity. Just saying. Now, that's actually very interesting because it's just factually untrue. It's incorrect because just about, I would say probably 80% of the haters or comments that are negative that I get are from Alcoholics Anonymous folks. It's actually true that Alcoholics Anonymous, the organization, doesn't seem to comment on other organizations. And that's because in the big book, I think it's on page 82, it says, we have stopped fighting anything or anyone. And it says Alcoholics AA does not comment on other organizations or other processes. And there's something in there, I don't know the exact verbiage, but it's something like we don't own a monopoly on helping people overcome their addictions. So that's their doctrine. That's written in the big book. But yet the AA, many, not all, maybe not even most, but many of AA participants who are so fiercely defensive of AA will, however, badmouth me and my organization, which I always find curious. Hey, James here. Just a short interruption to share with you some of the results that folks have been getting inside of our 90-day stop drinking process. This is Jessica Gaines-Jarbo from Kentucky. She says, I've now got joy, focus, presence, clarity. This is Glenn Granger from Massachusetts. I'm more patient. This is Jenny Unglis from Northern Ireland. I discovered strength I didn't know I had. This is Doug Rice from Texas. I have unbelievable clarity. This is George Bird from New York. I'm calmer. And this is Russell Belcher from Australia. My health has improved. I've lost 20 pounds, says John Keltner in California. If you would like to create these type of results, then you are welcome to apply to be part of our 90-day stop drinking process, which is called Project 90. The link is in the show notes. You can go to alcoholfreelifestyle.com/Project 90. Back to the show. This person says, bullcrap. AA has a much higher success rate than 10%. Well, actually, I didn't say it was 10%. I said it was 7%. AA was the last thing I thought would work for me because I thought I was an addict, not an alcoholic. But to my amazement, I'm happy, joyous, and free. It really does works. I wish commenters would put stuff through a spell check or Grammarly or something so I could read this in proper sounding English. He's a moron, this person says. AA's success rate is way better than that. Like, he can do a how-to book. What a clown. How these people even get on Facebook is beyond me. It's laughable, these guys. This person says, it's unreal that you discourage people from AA. It's disgusting, really. It saved my life. You're wrong! ! Yeah, I present the data. And the data seems to suggest that 93% of folks who attempt it, it's ineffective. So I'm not really sure how that is being disgusting, but there you go. Most people who go to AA... Oh, sorry, you saying... Well, he's got most people who go to AA in inverted commas, so he or she must be quoting something that I've said. So this person says, quote, most people who go to AA, end quote. That's a terribly unfair generalization, mate. Not cool. You have some good content, but you cannot do this advocacy without balance. That's like me saying most people who make money and get rich from sick people in addiction are charlatans. See the problem? You'd be better off speaking the truth, which is that AA is absolutely vital for many people. Soft options kill them. Choice is a nice term for those not on death's door. Do some research and be better informed. Okay. Let's see that. You'd be better off speaking the truth, which is that AA is absolutely vital for many people. Okay. Well, you know what? I would concede that AA is absolutely vital for many people. And maybe in future videos or commentary that I make about this, I will add that in. I do say repeatedly that for the 7% of work who it's worked for, if it does work for those, keep doing that. And I always say that I support AA's mission, and the statistics reveal it is ineffective for 93% of people. But I think I'll add that. That's actually quite helpful, that AA is absolutely vital for many people. Yeah, yep, I get behind that. This person says, wow, you really don't get AA. You misquote the book and you seem like a hater. Why not concentrate on your process and stop referring to AA, since you clearly don't understand how the steps work and how seeking a spiritual life is the solution, not self-will. Here's a correct quote: self-knowledge availed is nothing. This person says, why are we constantly telling people alcohol is bad? We all know it is, but stop pushing it onto people who are social and can take it or leave it. It's more to do with people who can't handle it and abuse it. I drink occasionally and still have an amazing job, family life. I don't miss out on things. The constant cut it out, cut it out. It's boring, with 4 exclamation marks. This person says, pity, you slam dunk a belief system that does work for many, many people. It's fine to be a blowhard about what you are trying to sell, but don't cut down the others. Shows how weak you are. This person says, you know nothing about AA. Your comments prove that to me. Shame on you. You disgust me. Okay. Another funny one here. This person says, why are his arms bigger than his legs? That really does cut to the bone, I have to say. I'm in the gym at the moment with a personal trainer trying to get my legs bigger. I had a meniscus injury. I had a meniscus operation, I should say, and I lost a lot of muscle in my legs. I'm trying to get the muscles back. And so it is true that, in my view, my arms are bigger than my legs because I've put more time and energy into my arms and my legs. So this person really does know how to get me going here. Why are his arms bigger than his legs? Have we got something else here? No, okay. So let me read this last one. This is actually pretty funny. And thank you so much for listening in to this. This is actually pretty funny for me, and actually educational at the same time, because it helps me to understand, where I actually can do better. And some of the points that some of the AA defenders make are actually valid, and that helps me to, maybe amend, polish my message. So thank you to all those who send these comments, and thank you to you for listening to them. The funny one that I just can't keep a straight face reading out. It's challenging to read because there's so many spelling mistakes and poor grammar. So I'll read it the way that it was written. And this is from a gentleman. I won't reveal his name. I don't want to, So this is an email that was sent to me. You're a sophomoric idiot, poisoning the minds of those who would be stupid enough to follow your path, like lemmings running to the sea. Why don't you keep your pseudoscience to yourself and stop hurting people? Just go away. We get it. You want to be different, controversial, like a freshman community college student with low SAT scores. But as long as I'm around, I'm going to tell you and your very few followers, you are a merchant of death. Your data is false and only suited for you, like a Willie Nelson song, I was always on my mind. Fuck you. Oh, it's so hard to read that out with a straight face. Wow. So good. Thank you so much. That just made me giggle so much. And at the same time, I really got to get my mother, Jill Swanwick, who's a former English teacher, to give lessons to the majority of my haters, because their spelling and grammar is just appalling. Oh boy. You're, as in you're a sophomoric idiot, was spelled you are. enough, the word enough, like when he says, or this person says, would be stupid enough. Enough is ENUF. Lemmings running to the sea. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I don't know if it's supposed to be lemons or lemmings. I just don't know, but I'm going to assume this person meant lemmings. Your, spelt U-R, yourself, U-R-S-E-L-F. But as long as I'm going to tell you and your very few followers you are a merchant of death, your data is false, and a Willie Nelson song. Anyway, this person definitely spelt fuck you correctly. At least the F part of it. Anyway, thank you for humoring me. Thank you for listening to this. Have I been too harsh? Do you think I should be more sensitive? Did you have a giggle as well? Did you not find them funny at all? Did you find it sad? I'd love to get your feedback. You can send me an Instagram message at James Swanwick. You can send me an email at james@alcoholfreelifestyle.com. I would love to get your feedback on this. What are your thoughts about this? Should I just continue to look at them, laugh at them? Should I take them more seriously than what I have? There's no right or wrong feeling about this. You may have found it funny. You may have found it disturbing, distressing. Your opinion of me may have changed. It may have improved. It may have gone backwards. I would love to get your feedback. All of your feelings and thoughts on this are valid. You can email me at james@alcoholfreelifestyle.com. You can send me an Instagram message at James Swanwick. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hi there, this is James Swanwick. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I would be so grateful if you would leave a review. That will help us climb the rankings and get our show exposed to so many more people who could really benefit from the content. You can do that by going into Apple Podcasts, rating the show, writing a little one-sentence summary, and posting it. That would be so amazing. Thank you. Likewise, if you would like to schedule a 15-minute exploratory call and apply for our Project 90 program, then you can do so by going to alcoholfreelifestyle.com/project90. If you'd like to get the free guide, that is the Alcohol Freedom Formula Guide, you can go to alcoholfreelifestyle.com/guide. Our YouTube channel is at alcoholfreelifestyle.com/YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at James Swanwick. Thank you so much for listening. We so appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one.